Kirblog. Hey, I'm just kidding. I decided to make this a part 2 because Lani was on.
Hey.
So, hi, welcome to the second part of the FourStar Ball Team FourStar fourth numbers
ball
episode
of the series.
I'm on the ball today. I'll tell you what.
There we go.
I decided to make this a second part because we just finished recording the one with Masako about 5 minutes ago. But I definitely wanted to have somebody from the writing staff, and Lani has never been on a Kirblog before. So hi Lani, thank you for joining me.
Hi, Kirb. I actually don't do a lot of whatever. I guess you'd call this I guess it's kind of a podcast. I don't actually do a lot of these, not even on my own website. So
the last one I've heard you do was I think on Kanzenshu years ago by this point.
That was the last one I was on that wasn't directly related to Team FourStar. Because I did my best to host the Team FourStar podcast for years, but that just fell to the wayside because I am not reliable.
Well, you were reliable enough to at least respond to my call to arms at the last second of needing to fill in some stuff. So congratulations, everybody. You get 2 TFS-related Kirblogs today at
Yay!
once. So, Lani, for the 2 people that might not know who you are, tell the lovely people out there what it is that you do. Who is your daddy? What do you do?
I am Nick Landis, otherwise known as Lanipator on the interwebs. I am a writer, co-creator, co-star, co-founder of TeamFourStar's Dragon Ball Z Abridged. In that show, obviously I'm a co-writer of it, but in that show I voice Vegeta, Krillin, Piccolo, Master Roshi, Mr. Popo, Shenron. I'm basically Chris Sabat of that show. So
I think there was a time at convention panels you'd just be like, and in the show I play Chris Sabat was just like the catch-all answer.
Pretty much.
So I guess we'll just jump right into things. So first of all, because I don't even know this, and I'm always curious about this with people. How was your fandom into DBZ started many moons ago? Because I know you are a massive Yu Yu Hakusho fan like myself, and those were both kind of
yeah, like a lot of people, I kind of got into it through Toonami. Actually, my first exposure to Dragon Ball Z was, I think I was in 2nd grade, because one of my friend's older brothers was watching some stuff, and he my friend was into Dragon Ball, and I'm like, oh, that sounds neat. I'll have to watch that. And then I found Tree of Might at a Blockbuster, and I rented it. And let me tell you, Tree of Might is probably the worst thing to introduce yourself to Dragon Ball with. Because I had no idea what was going on. There were so many people that looked like the main character. And I was like, wait, which one am I? What? So my little 6-7-year-old brain is trying to wrap its head around this, and then Gohan transforms into a monkey, and I'm like, nope. No, I checked out a while ago.
And so you got Goku, Gohan, Yamcha with the long hair. Tell us, it's like, oh god, how do I process any of this? What is happening?
What's going on right now? Why is he throwing
it's
that?
Cool as shit, but what is this?
Why is he throwing that ball of light into the sky? Why is he a monkey? Why is that kid a monkey?
And
yet,
what
happened?
You were hooked.
Actually, it wasn't until years later that I got hooked, because the first actual episode I watched on Toonami, and I remember this, I was on vacation in Colorado, so there's basically shit all to do up there back then, and it was on Toonami, and it was the episode where Goku turned Super Saiyan.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, oh, shit. So I watched through the entire thing, because that was when Toonami was doing this. I think they were doing a marathon of the Frieza saga or something like that. And so the very first actual full saga that I watched just happened to be Garlic Jr. And guess what? I was still hooked.
Well, I mean, when you're 10 and just see that out of context, it still looks cool, even though it's not that cool in retrospect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just as well. I think that was the Rising Sun Toonami block, on Saturday morning. They very briefly did that, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, something like that.
And then, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho was airing alongside that. And
yep.
Before Team FourStar, you were doing Yu Yu Hakusho,
Abridged. Yep.
For many years. And I was jealous of you because I was in middle school and I used to think that I sounded like Justin Cook. And then I met you and I was like, shit, he actually does sound exactly like him talking naturally. Fuck.
The funny thing is,
my life is a lie.
When I started that project, I was basing it solely on the fact that I could do a Kuwabara impression. I didn't even realize that after I recorded all that stuff, that people said I sounded exactly like Yusuke. I'm like, what? No, that was just my speaking voice, man. And then I went and listened to it side to side. I'm like, oh shit.
Well, you are quite the mimic. I mean, like a lot of the characters that you do in the show are pretty close mimics to the original actors. Although, I mean, we're kind of skipping ahead a bit, but I've often told you I think that your Krillin, like your kind of original character that you built out of abridged Krillin, is my favorite because he's entirely your own and he's like,
oh, thank you.
This thing, yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, this is Krillin, and this is the ferret.
Oh god,
shit, it's been so long.
Jita the ferret.
Yeah, Jita. Oh god, oh man. If you guys haven't seen, there was this one time. I'll have an annotation to that. We did that in 2008.
That was fun. And we wrote that in I think it was 5 minutes one night, despite the fact that video itself, I think it might actually be longer than 5 minutes.
So, by some miracle of God, yeah. But no, that was a lot of fun. Someday we'll maybe get to do something more with that. Who knows?
Perhaps.
But okay, so now rewinding. Sorry, I'm going all over the place with this. So Masako and I were joking. It's funny you mentioned Tree of Might specifically. We were talking about the days of Neighborhood Cluck Productions,
and this is where I walk away.
Thankfully the Tree of Might script that never came to be. So TeamFourStar was formed together between you guys, and it was you four, and then the extra friends that came on to do other parts and everything, and there were those funny early days of jokes like taking the microphone from each other, arguing over who gets to be Raditz.
Yeah, it's because everybody wants to fight over being Raditz. That's the key there. You want to be Raditz.
Look at how many fights there were over any character that was cool. No, I want to be Frieza. No, I want to be Captain Ginyu. No, I want to be Cutter or whoever the hell that is.
God damn it, I want to be that guy.
I want to be the third guy from the left in the tournament. Sure.
It's been a process. It's been a process getting to where we are now. Originally, I was actually scheduled to play Frieza because I could do that frickin' weird Linda Young impression. But then we decided, no, we don't want Frieza to sound like an old lady, so we ended up giving it to Martin after he posted some audition things where I think he was trying to audition for Captain Ginyu, but then we're like, he could probably be a really good Frieza.
I remember that night I saw that video and I told Scott, Scott, if you do not give him Frieza, you are making a mistake. And thankfully that worked out really nicely because he's gone on.
Oh yeah, his Frieza was amazing. I mean, the one thing we had going into that when it was deciding to cast him or not, it was at the time we had him for the narrator for once every blue moon of episodes that guy'd show up. And we were unsure as to how well he'd be able to commit to a full-time character because we didn't know him that well back then when we were still casting for Frieza. It was he might get busy and we might not be able to reach him. That was the one worry. Luckily, all those fears were abated and everything just worked out. And it was just incredible. We love Martin.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, who doesn't? And by that point, Youmacon had happened and you guys had a major bonding experience and now, he's become a great friend to all of us, and in recent years, and it's funny too because I guess I didn't mention this with the one with Masako, but Martin being the narrator, even all the way back then at the beginning, I thought was really funny because it's it was kind of in the realm of the Yami voice, and the guy who inspired all other abridged series hereafter, being in that position was kind of a cool little meta kind of thing with
that's kind of what we were going for, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I mean, and again, you guys are 40 episodes in. You're in the midst of the Cell stuff. History of Trunks just came out. So you guys have been going at this for years and years.
Just to give a time frame for those who are watching this in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're doing this because again we're leading up to Resurrection F coming out. Which, by the way, side note, are you looking forward to that? I hope.
I am looking forward to that. I'm really hoping I get a shot to audition for it, living down in Texas now. But still.
you and me both. Well, yeah, but even past that, I mean, who doesn't need more Frieza in their life, right? I mean,
I honestly, after that trailer came out, like, I don't normally get psyched over, anime movies that are coming out, but after that trailer came out, I'm like, yep, opening day, opening night, every day, don't care.
100%.
100% of my full attendance.
Because I think they said it's going to come out over the summer. They're going to have the dub done that soon.
Yeah.
Get on that shit.
They're jumping right on it.
Then, I mean, it'll be all over the place, hopefully. So, Scott Kaiserneko, the man among us all who puts hours and hours of death and suffering into making every episode of TeamFourStar.
Who I can yell at from my side window here if I want to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys are like in the same apartment complex, aren't you?
Yeah.
Or close to.
Yeah, happy circumstance there.
Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah. And he's always kind of worded DBZ Abridged as like a self-expression, not just of like your guys' fandom for this massive show that y'all love, but just as like an outlet of creativity for you as someone who is in the writing staff and there for every step of the way. What does it all mean to you? What is DBZ Abridged and Dragon Ball in general to you?
Oh man, what does anything mean to anybody?
What is a man?
What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets and lies. Got it. That is a kind of a difficult question because it kind of dawned on me recently that Dragon Ball might very well have been the most important show of my life, just because it's kind of crafted the way my future has gone. It's weird to think that, and just working on the show as it is, the way the fans look at it, like some people look at it as us breathing new life into an old series, and like I swear to God, some people have said that, like I've heard people say that they wouldn't be doing like Kai or all this or all these movies if it weren't for the fact that it got a resurgence. And I'm like, I doubt that highly, because Dragon Ball has always been a moneymaker in Japan.
For sure, but I think that especially like in recent years, it has become like a big part of, at the very least, like the very, very least, at least the marketing in the U.S. in terms of like its presence still being out there, when not for just the official product or whatever, I mean, yeah, of course, like, I think the excitement comes first and foremost at, like, oh, there's a new movie, or, oh, there's a new video game, or whatever, but having something like this on the side, and, especially when it's a laugh, I mean,
I definitely think, like, yeah, it's definitely helped, first of all, our relationship with Funimation, like, we've done some stuff for their marketing department, like, we actually marketed for, Battle of Gods, because they asked us to pimp out the premiere and stuff like that. So they definitely know that we're a source of marketing in this term. And I think that's like this sort of new media. It's a very interesting world to be living in at the moment, especially to be kind of at the forefront of it, because there's a lot of ways that this stuff can go right now. Like, we're trying to make ourselves more legitimate right now. We're all trying to set up new projects, things like that. But we want to stick to our roots, and because at the very heart of it all, we're fans, just like everybody else, and that's kind of what it comes down to. Is we're fans. We're very connected to the community that we produce this stuff for, and it's really fun just going into every episode and realizing that you're crafting something out of something that you love, and turning it into something for others to enjoy and love.
For sure. And, I mean, you guys have been doing this for years, and there's still so much more to come.
Now, actually.
I know. I literally, when I was joking about, there was this one time earlier, and I was thinking about, I met you guys in 2007. You guys have been doing the show for this long. Like, yeah. It just flew by so quickly. It's bizarre. But I guess also kind of in that same sort of realm, are there any particular even coming up soon, or maybe even coming like way later, a long time from now, are there any particular like moments of the story or any particular movies that like you're looking forward to personally, like doing, whether it involves your characters or otherwise?
I'm not gonna lie, I am really looking forward to the Cell games. I mean, I know everybody is, but just what we get to work with there. And actually, this next episode that's coming up is the one with 17 and Piccolo and Cell all fighting, and 16 jumps in. It has some great moments in it. I'm really looking forward to that one, honestly. I actually just recorded my lines for that one. So once Kaiser gets back into town, I'm going to crack the whip, and he's going to get working on that one.
Sweet. Well, I'm personally looking forward to whatever the hell you guys end up getting to do with Broly.
Yeah, that's... You know what?
Whatever
Broly,
you end up doing with the worst Dragon Ball Z character ever made.
It's so... There's no possible way we'll be able to live up to the expectations of the people with that one, and that's the sad fact, because nobody on the writing team likes Broly, first of all. But we'll take him serious. Like, we'll do the movie. We won't totally destroy Broly. But he's just anime Hulk. He is a Saiyan Hulk.
Oh, God.
That is what he is.
Broly is the American person who looks at DBZ and says, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen." The character
Kinda.
He literally just embodies that.
and I don't fault the people who like Broly. I mean, there are like, I don't see it, but I understand. Different strokes for different folks. I don't know, man. Broly's gonna be weird because we have like a dozen different things going on in our head as to what we're going to do with Broly, and I have no idea which way we're going to go right now. Luckily that won't be happening until like right before the Cell game, so we got time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, look forward to that in the year 2020.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
We're trying to amp up our production, damn it. Oh man,
Scott can't help the fact that he gets sick. For Christ's sake, he's a human being, I think, or is he a cat? Who knows? Only you.
He is one and or both of those things,
depending on what he feels like at the moment.
Depending on the day.
Yes, we love you, Scott. If you listen to this later. We're getting close to the end, but I guess, do you have any, other than obviously the TeamFourStar website, do you have any particular things you want to plug or talk about, or projects involved with anything like that?
Check out the TeamFourStar gaming channel. It's what I put most of my hours into.
Oh, that's right. You are like the head editor for that, aren't you?
No, that's my contribution to TeamFourStar. I'm actually that's my big contribution to the team, and it's actually where we make the money that we're actually trying to fund future projects with at the moment.
Yeah.
So
you don't need Toei or anybody getting down your neck for making money off DBZ Abridged itself.
No, DBZA is and always will be a non-profit parody. I mean, we make money off things on the side of that, so by extension we kind of make money off of it, but we don't make money directly on the show itself.
Please support the official
Loopholes!
release.
Exactly. Always support the official release.
Well, I think that's going to wrap us up. So thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, man.
But by this point now, after waiting for literally years, Scott is still the only person on TeamFourStar I have not, of the core members, that I have not had a Kirblog with yet. But
Really?
I've had you and Taka and
Out of all
Masako.
of them. And you got me before him. That's insane.
And I talked to him the most. He's killing himself being busy with things at all hours of the everything forever. By some miracle of God, but thank you for joining me.
You should just record one of those conversations.
Well, that was practically what inspired doing Kirblog in the first place. Oh, Scott, I'll have you on one. It's never happened.
Aww.
Not really. Okay, everybody in the comments below, do you have I already said this, but fuck it, whatever. If you have a favorite episode of DBZ Abridged, what was your favorite? What was your favorite joke? What was your favorite one of characters that Lani does? What was your favorite number tick on the Krillin own counter? Let us know.
My favorite is the future fish.
The future. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah. I
can see the future.
he was an internal favorite. I remember for quite a while. Yes. And go check out the TFS gaming channel and TFS channel and Lani's channel that he totally has stuff on, right?
I post things every once in a blue moon, maybe. I'm thinking about actually uploading some stuff when I have some free time.
Once every Ozaru transformation.
Never.
All right, that'll do it. Lani, thank you again. Everybody, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next
problem,
time.
man.
Bye.
Bye.